Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be starting a series where I will be doing lots of cities skylines content because I am an urban studies and planning major. I am currently, uh, I am currently an urban planner, and so I love this stuff. I've been playing SimCity 4, um, uh, SimCity 4 Deluxe Rush Hours since it came out years ago, and I finally was able to get this game. Obviously, 5 years later, but I'm 5 years better than 0 years, right? So I'm finally able to get this game, so I'm super excited to have it. And yeah, so we're gonna do this in episodes. Basically, we're gonna go ahead and take it little by little, starting a city from scratch. In this episode, we're just gonna do roads and utilities. So that's roads, water, and power. As you see, we start off here with the the freeway interchange, roads coming off the freeway interchange, and we are right now making, they only give you, when you first stop, only one road type, and not just the rather one lane in each direction road. So and I was trying to figure out when I was doing this, I was like, oh no, I can't do any more because I was trying to maybe extend the overpass a little bit, but I wasn't able to do that. So they so I took what I had and I extended the road outward. But then I connected the two roads together, made a nice little intersection. Kind of an awkward intersection there, could have been a little bit better. But I connected the two roads, and then I'm now currently about to make a main street into my um, town, which I called Becker Town, because you see my last name is Becker. And so I just simply made this name uh, Becker Town. So if you're wondering what the boxes are next to the roads, those are where I can put my zones, my residential, my industrial, and commercial zones, which again will be in the next episode, so subscribe for that as we continue to build out the city. But unlike SimCity 4, you can't just build them anywhere and connect roads to them, and they don't, like in SimCity, when you put a residential zone, it sprout roads with it. This one, you just connect the roads and or you make the roads and the zones you can only do in those boxes. The same obviously type of residential, same types of zones, but you can only do it in those boxes, which is something interesting. I just learned that today, when I got this game as well. So I'm continuing over here tinkering with the roads, as you can see, and I'm making um, some side roads. I can't do a gravel road or a one-way street. I said it's not like a country town. I don't want to do a gravel road. So I just continue to make the one road, um, one uh, the one lane in each direction roads. And as you see, I'm gonna make about three of them. I'm kind of trying. I try to make them as evenly spaced apart as possible, and they're eventually gonna spread out to my residential, commercial, and industrial zones. The industrial will be for the most to the left, and the residential commercial will be in the middle and the residential will be first. Alright, when you get off the freeway, because the residents do not like to be near the industrial zones, so we gotta put them as far away from that as possible. Commercial is a little bit more tolerable because it's just businesses, but you definitely don't want um don't want to be too close to industrial zones there. Now looking at my roads are kind of, some of them are not as straight as they could be. Definitely have to fix that in the next episode. But yeah, also if you're wondering how to make roads and wondering why those kind of zigzag lines come, you left click to make a road, and then it you just drag your mouse wherever you want the road to go. Then you right click to exit out of the road. So that's why it's kind of, the roads are dragging because I hadn't right clicked out of the roads yet. So you see now I've connected all the roads and all the eventual zones together. And that's just my basic outline for what I want Beckertown to be. And now I'm going to head on over to the utilities side, I believe. As I figured, yeah, this is By the way, I started. I was recording while doing so. At some point in this video, I'm talking, but then I realized it was too loud, so I figured I'm going to do a voiceover in the next episode. I'll turn the volume down and um, I'll be like explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it, as instead of a voiceover, be just a recording in the video as I'm doing the video. So now I'm over into the utilities. I'm placing a water pump and then a sewage drive. And here I'm saying that you got to put the water. Or first of all, the blue is obviously the water, and the arrows the way the water is flowing. It's currently flowing downstream. So you want to put the water pump up top, and then put the sewage pipe. But you want to put the sewage pipe below in the opposite direction that the water is flowing from the water pump. Because if you put it up top, then dirty water, will flow right back into the water pump, and that's just disgusting. So you want to put the water pump or the sewage pipe downstream, so the water flows out and down into the water environment, hurts the environment that way. But you also want to connect, even though it doesn't make too much sense. You want to connect the pipes, well, no, I think the pump and the stream to each other, drainage pipe to each other, because that's just how this game works. And as you see, the blue is the water coverage area. So I'm trying to make it as even as possible, just kind of following the roads of the three main zones I did, because that's, again, in those boxes, that's where I'm gonna go. That's where the development's gonna go. So there's no reason for the water to be like in that square box in the top left corner, because there's no development there. But there does need to be some water right there in the middle. And as you see, I obviously didn't catch that. I'll have to fix that in the next episode. But also, you can see the money is in the bottom of the bottom as well. So you gotta always watch your money count. And now I'm switching up to the power. And again, I'm planning for my industrial areas to be to the left, so that's why I want my power plant, because you definitely don't want to put in place of residents, because you don't want residents or even commercial businesses to be in the area of a power plant, because that's, again, just not healthy for the residents, and there's a lot of people working in the commercial area as well, so I want to put it in the industrial area, and that's why I'm putting it to the left here. Now that blue is the coverage of the power. So what you have to do now is you have to connect the power lines stretching from the blue diagonal hexagonal shape and out to the areas with more population, such as commercial zones and the residential zones. So that is what I'll be doing right now. Starting, and I say put them all the way to, if you want to, I want to definitely want to save as much money as possible, so you want to put them all the way to the edge, so you don't have to spend a couple extra dollars in the square footage. And the power lines, they are pretty cheap. They stretch all the way, um, yeah, around the city, and they take a very little space, which is good, and they connect right to each other. Some residents are eventually gonna live next to them. You can't always win, but they definitely want their homes powered, so I'm sure they'll be okay. And so I'm connecting then all the power lines together. They're all going to the main um, the coal power plant, so the whole area is powered. And that's what I'm currently doing now. They're on a road, so I can make it slightly diagonal. There, I might fix that in the next episode, and I connected it over to the hexagonal shape, and I'm running out of money at this point. Not not in serious shape, but definitely running out of money. And the water stations had no power, so I was connecting the power lines to them as well. And there you go. Our water and power is good, and um, and that is that. Now we're ready for residential and commercial and all these zones. It's now nighttime. You can see everything's all lit up, and that is it. that is our first phase. Oh, you saw these two had to be connected real quick. And that's it. That is our first episode here. That's how you do basic utilities, water and power, and how connected basic roads is you set up for the next phase, and that is zoning. So please subscribe to the channel if you want to see zoning and how I'm going to do my zoning with residential, industrial, and commercial zones. Other than that, have a fantastic day.